did you realize that life wasn't fair? I was the kid who always got picked last for dodgeball. Thick glasses held together with tape, hand-me-down clothes from Goodwill, the whole pathetic package. But I had one thing going for me. I was smart, really smart. My mom, Lisa, worked 3 jobs to keep our lights on. Gas station clerk from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., then cleaning offices until 8 p.m., weekends at the local diner. I barely saw her except when she'd collapse on our couch around 9 p.m. still in her uniform. That's why school became my escape. While other kids partied, I studied. When they went to movies, I was in the library. I maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA for 4 years straight, while working nights at Pizza Hut, bringing home leftover pizza so mom wouldn't have to cook dinner. Senior year, our school announced the Benjamin Franklin Academic Excellence Scholarship. Full ride to any state university, plus $5,000 yearly stipend for books and expenses. The valedictorian automatically qualified. I'd been ranked #1 since freshman year. This scholarship was my ticket out. Not just for me, but for mom too. She could finally quit one of her jobs, maybe get her diabetes medication she'd been skipping because it cost too much. 2 weeks before graduation, I got called to Principal Chen's office during AP Biology. She sat across from her mahogany desk with this weird expression, like someone had died. "Jake, there's been a complication with your GPA calculation." My stomach dropped. I'd checked my grades obsessively every semester. Perfect scores in everything except PE, where I got B's because I couldn't do a pull-up to save my life. She pulled out my official transcript and pointed to sophomore chemistry. "This grade should have been recorded as a B+, not an A. Your actual cumulative GPA is 3.98. I stared at the paper, confused. "But Mr. Rodriguez gave me an A. I have the report card at home. I can bring it tomorrow." Mrs. Chen shrugged, avoiding eye contact. "The computer system shows B+. District policy says we go with what's in the official database." "I'm sorry, Jake. Madison Pierce is now valedictorian with a 3.97. Madison Pierce. Blonde hair, designer clothes, drove a brand new Honda Civic her daddy bought for her sweet 16. Nice enough girl, but she'd never worked a day in her life. Her idea of hardship was when Starbucks ran out of pumpkin spice. How is 397 higher than 398, I asked. Madison completed 2 additional AP courses through the district's online program. The weighted credits pushed her ahead. AP courses I'd never heard about. AP courses that apparently only certain students knew existed. I walked home in a daze. Mom was already at her second job, so I sat alone in our tiny kitchen, staring at rejection letters from universities I couldn't afford without that scholarship. That weekend, I ran into Tommy Martinez at the grocery store. His older brother Carlos worked in the school's IT department. "Dude, you got screwed," Tommy said when I told him what happened. Carlos said Madison's dad donated 50 grand to build a new computer lab last month, right around the time they discovered all these grade calculation errors. My blood turned cold. What grade calculation errors? Carlos had to manually adjust like 15 transcripts. All kids whose parents sit on the school board or donate big money. Funny how every single adjustment helped their kids' rankings. I spent the next 3 days digging. Turns out Robert Pierce, Madison's father, owned the largest construction company in town. He'd built half the school additions over the past decade, always winning bids despite never being the lowest bidder. The new computer lab where all our grades got mysteriously recalculated, Pierce Construction built it for free, calling it a community investment. I tried filing a complaint with the school district. The superintendent's secretary politely informed me that all transcript calculations were final and not subject to appeal. Madison got the scholarship. She's now at Stanford, probably never knowing her dad bought her way there. Her social media shows spring break in Cabo, summer internships at her dad's company, study abroad in Europe. I graduated 3rd in my class and ended up at community college, taking out loans just to afford the $3,000 annual tuition. Mom still works 3 jobs. I still bring home leftover pizza. Last week I saw Madison's engagement announcement in the local paper. She's marrying the son of another school board member. The wedding reception will be at the new community center, also built by Pierce Construction. That's when I learned merit only matters if you can't afford to change the rules.